Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just got done filming the best of Prime. So now we are gonna do the best of Netflix. And I made this list like right before I filmed this. And this is Friday, like the 4th or 5th of September. I forget what the actual date is. So these movies are currently on Netflix. So hopefully they'll be on Netflix for a little while. I'm gonna finish doing my makeup while we talk about this. So hopefully that doesn't bother you. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button down below, and we're just going to get into it. I feel like I was a little rambly, so if you watched the Prime video first, I apologize. I've just started doing these where I do like lists in my makeup, so I'm learning how to multitask here and talk and do my face at the same time. I'm not going to talk about the products because there are people that are here just for the content, the horror content, and really could care less what I put on my face. So if you want to know what products I'm using, leave me a comment and I will start listing that in the description box. But otherwise, we're going to get into it. So, like I said, I looked these up right before filming. So these products are currently on Netflix, unless they take them off in the next 2 hours. So the first one I have is Scream. I probably could have listed several of these together because I have Scream, Scream 3, and Scream 4. Why they don't have the second one, I don't know, and that really annoys me because I'm one of those where if I'm going to watch the first one and the third one, I kind of want to see two in between. So that bothers me a little bit. But they do have 1, 3, and 4, which are all good. I am a huge fan of the Scream movies. I love a good slasher movie. I think the Scream movies are very well done. I'm excited that they're going to do a 5th one. And I hate that they do sequels to the death of these movies. But I like the Scream movies enough that and Neve Campbell's coming back and doing it. So as long as she's willing to do them, I don't mind watching them. Now, when she decides to stop doing them, then I'm probably going to have a problem with them making sequels. But as of right now, I don't have a problem with her doing sequels. So I have those listed separately. I probably could have listed them all in one. Then we have The Last Exorcism. You have to forgive me. I'm trying to open this thing. That is one of those movies that's filmed with a camcorder. It took me a while to watch it when it first came out because I hate the movies that are filmed with a camcorder. They bother me. I feel like I can't see. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Paranormal Activity movies because I hate the camcorder style of filming. And I hate that independent movies are starting to go to that. However, The Last Exorcism is a good movie. And they made a sequel to it. And the sequel is not bad. So that is on there. If you've never seen it, the fact that I was willing to watch it, and granted, my opinion is not the end all be all. I get that, but and I don't like those style of movies. That should say that it's least tolerable. So that is on there. And then we have Horns. Wait, oh no, yeah, Horns. And this could be argued that it's not necessarily a horror movie. It definitely has supernatural elements. It's one of those, this guy wakes up one day and he has horns, like legitimate horns growing out of his head. It has Daniel Radcliffe, who played Harry Potter, is the guy with horns. Horns was based on a book, and there is a reason that he's getting horns. So, and I won't tell you what that is because I don't want to ruin the movie if you've never seen it. But that is on there, and that is worth watching. I have seen it. It's good. It's a little bit slow. It's not the most fast-paced movie you're ever going to watch, but it's worth watching. So that is on there. I'm going to close this because this stupid highlighter doesn't have a sifter. Ugh, hate loose highlighters that don't have sifters. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the highlighter doesn't have the little lid with the little holes in it, and it's just open powder, and that can be very disastrous. Insidious is the next movie I have on the list. I've talked about that in my best horror movies that are rated PG-13. I feel like that highlighter, the green highlighter probably shouldn't have been there. Anyways, Insidious is on there. I talked about that in my best of PG-13 horror movies. I love the Insidious movies. They scared the poop out of me the first time I saw Insidious. So super excited that that's on there, along with The Conjuring is the next movie on my list. And I love the Conjuring movies. All of them. I love the Annabelles and just the straight Conjurings. I'm excited that they're doing a third one. So I'm a little bit biased because I really, really enjoy those movies. So Netflix did have 2 on there also. I think 2 was taken off, either that or I just couldn't see it in the list. I don't believe that 2 is still on there, which is unfortunate, but 1 is still there, so that's on there. And then they have The Bye Bye Man, which I believe I mentioned. It wasn't on my list. It is rated PG-13. It's a good movie. It's a little bit campy. It's up there with Slender Man, the Slender Man movie. But I enjoyed The Bye Bye Man. I've watched it, I think, probably 3 times. I don't mind it. Then we have Gremlins, the original Gremlins. Have they remade Gremlins? I don't watch all of the remakes because I get tired. I'm tired that they're remaking every single horror movie because a lot of these I feel like don't need to be remade. And I really want to start a petition because I don't think that it's necessary to remake every single horror movie. I just don't. So I don't watch them all. Is there a new Gremlins? If there is, I'm talking about the original because at this point I don't even know what movies they've remade. But yeah, the original Gremlins is on Netflix. And then the Woman in Black 2, which the Woman in Black is on my Prime list for this month. So Netflix has the sequel. So if you have both streaming services, you can watch both movies. The sequel's okay. It's not as good as the original, but it is still good. So if you haven't seen it, I guess it's straight to video. I mean, it's not going to be the best movie you've ever seen in your life, but it's a decent sequel. And then for 5 bonus movies, I have As Above, So Below. And this was one, and you'll be surprised, it was filmed with a camcorder. It's about a group of people that go into the catacombs in Europe, and there's stuff down there. And this was inspired because the catacombs in real life are restricted, and people do, shockingly violate that, go down there and disappear all the time. So it's based on not necessarily a real group of people, but real situations where people have actually gone missing in the catacombs. Cabin Fever, the original, is on Netflix. Very good movie. I love Cabin Fever. This is one I used to have on DVD. I really, really liked it. And The Haunting of Molly Hartley. This was in my list of movies that are rated PG-13 that I love. And Molly Hartley is a movie that I think a lot of people in the horror community hate. I feel like there's a group of us that love it and love it dearly and watch it and like it. And then there's a group of people that think we're insane and can't figure out why we like it. But that is on Netflix if you want to watch it. I love it. It's one of those, every time I see it on a streaming service, I watch it at least once because it's one that's been on Prime before too. So I enjoy it. I'm going to watch it again. The Witch is the next movie. I did not like this movie. I feel like I'm a little bit alone in that because a lot of people did like it. I just thought it was okay, but that is on there. A lot of people do really like it, so that's why I included it, even though I personally just thought it was all right. And then the original Carrie. I do like the remake of Carrie, even though I just went on a whole rant about remakes. I don't watch every single one, but I like Carrie, and I like Sissy Spacek in Carrie. So if you haven't seen the original, it's definitely worth watching. So yeah, those are my picks for Netflix for horror movies for the month of September. Hopefully this was helpful. Leave me your lists down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye, guys.